I mean, you know whose kid you're fighting.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
If you're not careful,
Uh-oh.
you'll find out who I am.
Percy! Yo!
What is up, guys? My name is Shannon, aka Cosmic Things, and welcome back to MVH. I am back with my husband,
Matthew V. Haynes, aka the Clockmaster.
and today we're here for the finale for
Percy Jackson and the Olympians. Also,
Yeah.
please forgive my low energy. I only had 3 hours of sleep. I'm a little tired, but we're staying up to film this the minute it just dropped. So
it's here.
and trying to edit it. So it's been a day.
It's been a day,
Yeah.
but we're good. We got some energy drinks, so we're good here.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. It's the finale. I'm kind of sad too.
It's the finale. How do you think it's gonna end?
I don't know. I really couldn't even tell you
Okay.
because they really left me on a cliffhanger at that last one. So I'm still kind of upset about that.
Well, we'll see.
I don't know how it's gonna wrap up, to be honest. So
I think this show needs a rewatch. With
yeah,
all the episodes out.
definitely. I feel like that's the case with a lot of Disney Plus.
Or we're tripping. Why did we not think about this? Like putting this on the schedule. The Percy Jackson movies.
We forgot all about that, guys. We made a schedule for the next month, and we
Yeah.
forgot to put Percy Jackson on it. But anyway,
Yeah. Full reaction on Patreon.
full reaction on Patreon. Lots of other stuff too. We're doing a lot of movies. So we just did How to Train Your Dragon. How to Train Your Dragon 2 should be up there too. Kingsman, lots of cool stuff. So go check that out. Link will be in the description below. And yeah, subscribe if you do like what you see, and comment down below what other stuff you might want us to see.
Yeah.
So
Let's get right into it.
let's get right into it.
But you are one.
This setup go crazy.
Luke,
Well, had to get
I
his training
appreciate you
arc again.
taking the time.
Mhm.
But you're weak and want to quit?
It's just,
Do you notice how he looks here?
Yeah, I see it now.
I tried to skewer me.
Man, those swings
I
are
don't
too
think
large,
I'm
too
smart.
long, man. Too
High
wide.
guard. We folks don't do anything.
He literally has no training.
Yeah, I know. Too much telegraphing. And he's using a Spartan sword. That's pretty cool.
Transitions.
combat.
Boy.
Funeral, kid. Although, just to be clear, no funeral.
Imagine challenging Ares.
Dream, little man. And no one tells the god of war how to start a fight.
Are you feeling kind of
Are you
mad?
feeling kind of mad?
Are you feeling mad?
Yeah.
Say hi to your mommy for me.
That's rough.
That's ugly. God, this is scary.
I know.
I don't like this.
Ouch. And his name is Johnson. Man. I mean, you know whose kid you're fighting.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
If you're not careful,
Uh-oh.
you'll find out who I am.
Percy!
Dang.
Yes! Yo, and did you see how he created protection around him?
Yeah.
You fight on a beach near water, man.
Right. What did you think was gonna happen? There it is. First blood, baby.
See the golden blood?
Mm-hmm.
That's how you do that.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you do it, son.
Yay! That was so cool.
Thank you.
Learn what
I know
really
it
were
was.
today. An enemy for life.
That's fine. Just give me my stuff. We can go about our business.
Uh-oh.
I mean, I guess at least he was honorable with it. He did give it back.
I just realized where we were. I just realized where we were. This is the one cabin.
Yeah.
Like the cabin.
Perhaps there will still be a world left for your mother to return to.
That's reassuring.
I mean,
I'm done running from monsters.
okay, growth.
What a line,
This is
huh?
too important.
I'm done running from monsters. Let's get down to business.
You're gonna need all the luck you can get.
Oh.
To the feet of the gods. That's cute though.
Just for clarity, how sure are we you can just explain everything in an email?
You know what? That's a fact. But it would get there quicker.
But you remember what Luke was saying to them, that demigods and the gods, they fight for glory.
Yes.
And now but him saying that's like him embracing the idea of it. Like, you know what? Wait till you see who's playing Zeus.
God.
I actually know.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
It's someone I know?
Uh-huh. I saw the cast. Look at it.
Oh.
Pretty, right?
Dang.
Dang. Bro, can we move to Olympus? Like,
I don't know if we want to do that.
I don't know. I mean, give me my own corridor. I'd stay there. Look like Thalea a little bit.
It do look like the Leia.
Ooh, this is nice. Girl, this audience is you right here? Okay.
Yeah.
Things that
Yeah.
are small and scary get squished.
Yeah, they're like little spiders to the gods.
Yeah.
That's a great analogy, huh? Look at Olympus, though, man.
It looks really
It looks
nice.
really good. I like how they actually set this up on scale and everything. It looks really nice. The pinnacle of the gods.
You want to do the narration for the rest of the episode? Or?
Percy Jackson walks up the stairs, looking for the one they call Zeus.
We get a look. That's
That's Lance.
Yeah.
R.I.P. man. R.I.P. Lance.
Yeah.
That's my guy. I love him so much in John Wick.
Is this his last role?
This is like one of his last ones, yeah. R.I.P. to Lance, man.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. to Lance.
Gone too soon, man.
Very soon.
I know who Kronos is. I am his son. Of course he's gathering strength. Of course he's coming. That is what we do. We snap and plot and strive. It was only a matter of time before he did again.
Man, he's killing this. Ah,
I know.
I'm so sad.
News. It is the only reason I'm letting you leave alive.
Literally.
Yeah.
And it means be gone.
But the war can't continue.
Boy!
Ooh.
God.
That's so scary.
Oh, hell no!
Ares, your son, he turned on you the moment someone stronger showed up. Do you really think he'll be the
God.
last?
Oh God! I didn't know what's that happened.
Oh, he said, "Don't you dare!"
Said Daddy so.
This shot though.
Right.
What? Yeah, put that. I mean, don't you dare.
Don't you dare.
Never been born.
Like you don't have it.
Right.
His
Right.
bravery still inspires all demigods.
Exactly.
Make sure I never see this one again.
Jeez. That's so terrifying.
I know.
Oof.
God. I was just like, hey, Dad. I think.
It means father. Right?
Weirdly enough, they actually do look similar.
Do.
The casting is pretty good. They
Yeah.
actually do look like father and son. The eyes too.
Yeah. It's pretty good, to be honest.
Ares is a moron. Have you noticed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course we dream.
Do you ever dream about Mom?
And
Sound like a soft spot.
yeah, no, bro. This episode is the pinnacle of all the episodes, to be honest. Everything from how they're orchestrating this episode is really great. Aww.
Say anything. I'll explain.
Yeah, well, on to you. Annoying behind.
And they've done a fantastic job with this episode, man.
I really like this shot.
Clearly the bold.
And you shall be betrayed.
Oh no. Please don't tell me Luke's gonna betray him. Oh no.
You never said anything to Chiron about her.
No. Why?
Because you knew that Clarice didn't seal the bolt.
He did.
You did.
Yeah. God damn it.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Recruit?
Only be part of the Death Eaters.
Man, I was waiting for this. I was waiting for this the entire season.
I'm upset.
Eyes to the truth.
The
golden age.
Man, it was so hard to like not say anything this
I feel
entire
betrayed.
time.
I'm upset.
Oh boy. One mention of his dad.
You get better.
Yeah, I kind of had to.
Oof.
Oh my god. I'm stressed.
All right, Percy. Yes. Woo.
Okay. Okay.
Don't say I'm
No,
sorry.
I'm sorry. Oh. I'd like to think Clarice is all safe. Okay. 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 I'm fine with that too. That's cool.
Yeah, okay.
We're good.
Annabeth.
I heard
The betrayal.
Yeah.
That was like her brother.
Yeah. Man, I should have saw this coming too. I'm upset.
They did a really good job of throwing some red herrings.
Yeah.
You are a leader in the eyes of your fellow half.
You are a waterbender.
Essentially.
You have made me very proud.
Oh.
No.
You get out. Pack your bag.
He's a pretty good Dionysus. Can't wait for you to actually read the books too. At least the first one.
Disney World, which kind of sounds like Waterland, but less determined to kill you.
Yeah.
You're gonna have
Wait, did I
fun.
read that wrong? What am I walking into?
You just be a kid.
Be a kid.
More adventures of me writing the next season.
I know some people in management out there.
Oh wow,
Need some
they're
help. I'll find you.
setting up so well. Oh my god, I need the second book adaptation now. Like now.
Spoilers.
I didn't say anything.
It's making me nervous.
Percy?
Yay. Oh. Stop, you're gonna make me cry. Don't make me cry. Don't do it.
You're gonna cry, aren't you?
No.
Yeah.
Holding it back. What? What do you mean? What do you mean? God, my body just got itchy. No. 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 I don't know what's real anymore. Is this real? I think it's real.
Kronos, Lord of the Titans, said that.
I mean, he could have.
Thank you, darn tootin'. Oh, Lance. Lance. Oh man, Lance.
Oh, that is gross.
Deserved. Right?
Yeah. I would say they changed around some things.
Okay, now you can express all of the stuff that they changed around.
No, I can't. Because some stuff
in the second book.
Yeah, and also there's some things that happen in the second book that I'm kind of fusing together with the first.
Okay.
And I need to finish rereading the first.
Okay.
And so I don't say something,
Fair enough.
You know what I mean? So they changed around some stuff with Gabe.
Mm-hmm.
I won't touch too much on that, but Gabe is worse in the books. Like,
Mm-hmm.
like they made him like more like comedic in this, but like Gabe is worse. Like a-hole of the a-holes. Like, I think he was like abusive and
Yeah, I kind of figured they were doing that, but trying to do it in like a lighter sense. So because they didn't like really feature him too much, so it was just kind of like, he's a whatever person.
Anyway, I'll you'll get to the books and I'll let it
fairly soon.
You gonna check it out tonight? Nah, we'll see. Read the first chapter. I'm curious to hear your opinion.
Maybe
you can read. I know you can read it in like a day or two if you really put your head down and do it. It's very short.
Yeah.
Okay, so before my thoughts, what did you think about the series as a whole? I know I ask that every episode.
Yeah, but now that we're concluded,
What are how you feeling? So the audience can know how the non-book reader feels.
I definitely enjoyed it. It definitely made me interested in wanting to like go back and actually read the book. So like I think like I think the concept of it as a whole was interesting, and like young tween adventures, and I think the part I really liked the most is just seeing how Percy matured. And obviously he's still a kid at the end of the day, but like he's like gone from like this kid that like just didn't care about anything and was just like kind of goofy and just like questioned everything, and then he's just like, no, like this is how it is. I'm stubborn as hell, so I'm gonna do whatever it takes. I'm gonna look at Zeus in his face and tell him no.
How scary was that?
Horrifying. Terrifying.
Lance did such a great job in his performance of putting the actual literal fear of God in you.
Yes.
His eyes, the way he was staring at Percy, because Zeus.
And that's the thing, he did that without doing too much. He was just like, he's just looking.
And you could feel, and also it's a good combination of the soundtrack as well, because that building up the atmosphere in that scene.
God, sorry, I'm so itchy right now because that whole thing was like stressing me out, and I get
it was
my
so
skin
good.
gets so itchy when I'm stressed.
It was so good. It was so good.
Don't mind that.
No, it was so good, man. Like, they did such a good job with establishing, that fear.
And the fact that like it wasn't even a long period of time that he had on screen that like literally put, like you said, the fear of God in you. Like just like commanding
authority.
Commanding his presence. Like, you hear that you're supposed to be afraid of Zeus, but like, if you get there and he just looked like a dude, if you saw him and he was like Dionysus, you weren't gonna take him serious.
No.
But I feel like he did a really good job of just being like, you know.
Lance ate that whole scene up. May he rest in peace, man.
Yeah.
May he rest in peace. That was one of his best performances. And I've seen some other stuff he was in outside of John Wick, but that was one of his, just that, I'm not even just saying this just because, like, you know, he's passed or anything.
No,
genuinely, man,
really good.
That acting in that scene was very good.
Yeah.
My God, literally. Like, he put the fear in you. The way he was staring at Percy, the way that whole scene played out. I don't want to tell you who plays Zeus in the movie. You'll leave that for the movie.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was the way how they played out that entire thing was just so well. It's everything, like at least for me, from like how it plays out in the book. So I'm like, it was looking like I was seeing it on screen, like I was seeing it peel out. And now that I want to go back and reread everything, it's like I'm gonna be seeing, like I said this before, I'm gonna be seeing Percy as, you know, as Walker. Yeah. I see no one else now. And no disrespect to Logan, he had a slightly more, I won't say too much, I'll leave for the movie, but he had a different approach to Percy. He wasn't bad. His portrayal of Percy was good, and I feel like it works for a slightly older Percy. But that's all I'll say about Logan's performance. I don't have any issue with his performance, but man, Walker really killed it this entire season. Leah, she was like, it looks like she was like catching her footing. You know, it looks like if she was just trying, like as the episodes went on, and as, you know, her acting chops, you know, because I don't think she was really much in anything before this. So I feel like her acting will only get better.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
As, you know, time goes on and she has more skin in the game. But I love the hair change at the end.
That was so cute.
Yeah, it's adorable. It fits the whole aesthetic. And
I feel like it really shows like the changes she went through.
But that too. But if I'm not mistaken, I think if I'm remembering correctly, I think in the book, Annabeth had a braid or two, like one big braid or two big braids. I could be wrong. Somebody let me know in the comments. I could be very wrong about what I'm saying, but from what I remember about her description, she had like a braid or two big braids. So like while she did have the braided hair, having the big braids, you know, that could be like a little, you know, homage to her, a little nod to her book, you know, look with her in terms of how they styled her hair. They really did a good job. And I really need to remember Grover's name.
Oh, the actor.
Yes, I really do need to.
Yeah, I'm so bad at remembering names. It's ridiculous. And I know Walker obviously because like we've seen him in multiple things.
Arya. Arya.
And like Leah, because people were, you know, thinking about her. But I have a really hard time remembering names. But I'm going to remember his name now. But yeah.
Yeah, I cannot wait to rewatch every single episode now that everything's out and just kind of piece it together.
Yeah.
You know, they did a fantastic job. The fight with Ares was great, showing Percy's ability, his power. You know, there's a parallel.
And I think the thing I didn't cut you. I think the thing that I like the most about the fight with Ares isn't even the fact that, you know, he was able to draw first blood, but the fact that he was able to outsmart him. Yeah. I think that's really showing for Percy's character.
Yeah, because if it was left up to, because Ares knew that once the rule is set, you know, the gods have to follow the rules, and, you know, he knows that he can't necessarily do much. So obviously that just made him angry that Percy, you know, he was hoping to really, you know, take advantage of his suspected naivety.
Oh yeah.
You know, but Percy is not the one, and you know, so I mean, Percy's not a dude you want to mess with, like especially later on in the books, man. Percy is that dude.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I can already see him, like, you know, just from this alone, like seeing like the growth in him. Like I can only imagine how far it gets.
Yeah, it gets really, really awesome, man.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. So, what did you think about the plot twist of the season? I was biting my tongue. if you actually go back and look at some of those reactions, if there's certain scenes with Luke, you'll just see my face. Like I just have the most blank expression.
And you know what? You know what's so funny, y'all? I edit these videos, and I did not notice all the side eyes.
I would just have the most blank expression because I'm not trying to give her any. I'm not trying to allude to anything, but like, yeah, like Luke from since the beginning, already knew how this was.
Yeah, because they were setting up Clarice like to be this like big bad,
And I was egging you on too. I didn't like contradict your theories.
Yeah.
I was letting you sit in it.
Yeah. Bro, I wasn't even sus of Luke until start bringing him in the woods.
If you go back and actually watch everything, because they actually explain more in the books about Luke's perspective and why he's so angry at the gods. You don't really get too much of a full explanation. He kind of said a little bit of it here, like, oh yeah, no, they try to control us, they try to do this, but there's a deeper thing to that. There's something about Luke that I was hoping they were going to address.
They might do it next season.
They might do it next season, which I'm not going to say anything. But there's something about Luke.
But I mean, if I'm reading the book,
you'll find out.
Yeah,
there's something about him that I wanted them to address, about why he's doing what he's doing and how he's going about it. But that's fine. I mean, like, well, we'll find out. You'll find out eventually. But yeah, I mean, if you go back and actually watch some of those episodes, you'll see all of the warning signs.
I'm sure I will, and I'm angry that I didn't pick it up. I watched Scream, y'all. That's like my favorite franchise, and I'm always trying to dig deep, trying to find the connections and figure out who it... I'm mad. I'm so mad.
Don't be mad. I mean, just be happy that the writers
did a good job.
That they actually did a good job to throw people off the scent.
Yeah,
because I feel like, so if there's anybody in the comments, by the way, that is a non-book reader and watching this for the first time, hadn't seen the movies or anything, this is your first blind watch to Percy Jackson, let us know in the comments if you knew that Luke was actually the real person of interest, or if you believed the red herrings that Clarice was the person of interest and all of that. So let us know in the comments down below if you fell for the trap or if you were able to figure it out early. I'm curious to know.
I hate falling.
It's okay though. I mean, I get it though, because I hate not figuring it out too, because you know how I am. Like usually by the halfway, I remember you were so mad at me, like when I figured it out. She gets so mad at me whenever I figure out a plot twist like 30 minutes into the movie.
Especially if it's one I've seen before.
Yeah, especially with one she's seen.
If it's not, then I don't care, because I'm trying to figure it out myself too. But
yeah,
when I showed this man Scream for the first time, all of them, right? I was so mad because every single time he picked it out. Every time.
Like 20 minutes into the movie, I already knew who it was. So
except for the most recent, I did that one.
Yeah, the most recent, that was all you for sure.
Me.
But I mean, we were kind of in the same boat though, because without spoiling, I was
you
like,
picked the two. I said all three.
I was missing one.
You were missing one.
I was missing one, but at the same time, it was like we kind of already knew the vibes, like what it was gonna be.
I guess the three, so I'm taking credit for that.
Yeah, you can have that. You can have that. But yeah, no, like so I don't know. I'm just pretty good at picking up on those things just from the amount of movies and shows that I've watched. And you can kind of tell the writing style.
I didn't think that they were throwing a red herring of anything, because they didn't say Clarice until like a couple episodes in that, it was like, oh yeah, she stole the bull. I think it was episode 5 that they figured it out.
When it met Ares.
Episode 6 when they like said, oh yeah, it's Clarice. So I didn't suspect it until then. So I wasn't like, Luke wasn't on my mind anymore.
And you would believe that it's Clarice based on the fact that like she's, obviously the stereotypical, Bakugo.
Yeah.
Mean girl. The person that is more likely to do the bad thing.
Yeah.
So you're like, okay, no, it's definitely has to be her. But I'm surprised you didn't question. I don't know if you remember me actually asking you if you think that's it.
Yeah, if I'm remembering correctly, I think I said I don't know.
Yeah, because I was like, okay, you think this is it? You think that's how it's gonna end?
I wasn't thinking about Luke, but I wasn't like, I don't know if I like I don't know if I'm remembering this properly, but when they said it was Clarice, I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Cause like it made sense, but it didn't at the same time. But then they just didn't like continue to address it. So I'm like, oh, okay, I guess that must just be it.
Didn't give you any other suspects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I had forgot all about Luke by that time. You know.
Yeah.
I wasn't even thinking about him being a suspect because, you know, he wasn't really a big part of, you know, everything.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, Annabeth knew him well. Or so she thought. So I'm just like,
what did you think about like that her betrayal? He was like a brother.
Oh yeah,
to her.
that's awful.
Yeah,
that sucks.
The fact that you said you felt betrayed too was because I was surprised you weren't thinking about the prophecy as we watched.
I forgot about it, if I'm being real.
Yeah,
I completely forgot about it until he brought it up again, because it wasn't something they kept bringing up. They haven't like really brought it up since like the Medusa episode. That was like what, episode 3?
Yeah,
4?
roughly early.
Yeah, so I had forgot about it. That was like pushed in the back of my mind.
Man, we've been watching the show for nearly 2 months now.
Nearly, yeah.
That was nearly about
it was a 2-episode.
7 week.
Yeah.
Yeah, 7 weeks. So
yeah.
Nearly 2 months we've been watching the show.
Yeah. It's a good show. I liked it. So
yeah, I think like production wise, this episode was the best of all. This episode felt like it could have been part of a movie. The way they structured everything, the way they wrapped it up, they didn't rush the ending. They rushed certain things. They rushed certain things that I wish they would have spent more time on, but it is whatever. For what it is,
I do think they could have done one more episode.
Yeah.
If I have like any critiques, I feel like it could have been like one more.
They could have done 10 episodes, to be honest. But the way that they were pacing the story by episode 4, I was like, okay.
Well, I'm saying one episode, like one more episode concerning like the last episode, not overall.
Yeah. If they were to include more stuff from the books, I think they could have done a 10 episode.
Yeah.
But I think they cut out some of
I don't know why Disney Plus always cuts it off at 8 episodes.
I don't know, man.
Like, why?
It's a combination of budget. It's a combination of schedule. It's a combination of this.
Yeah.
All of that. So, I think this is a rare Disney W. I think they actually got an adaptation right. As you know, like I said, I read these books growing up, and you know, as a kid, and these were like comfort books to me. They were a place to escape. I haven't read them since I was, like I said, in middle school or high school, but these books were these were my books, man. Like this was my fantasy books. I really loved them. I really loved Percy as a character. And by the time I got to the last book, man, I remember after reading the first book, you know, how it ended, I was like, okay, I gotta read the next one. I have to read it right away. And immediately read it. And it was just kind of, this was a series that I binge read. Like, you know, that feeling when you got to the end of Children of Blood and Bone and you're like, just like that?
Yeah.
Just like that? Nah, I gotta read the next one.
Yeah.
It felt like that. And like, that's how you know you have something special.
Oh, yeah.
Because like, if you don't feel like that by the end of a book, especially like a fantasy book or action book or sci-fi book or whatever.
Yeah.
If you don't feel like that by the end of a book.
It's not good.
Something's wrong, especially if there's a sequel.
Yeah.
You know, if you're at the end of it, you're like, I don't know. Man, as a kid, I remember just being like, ooh. I remember staying up so late reading. And like, guys, when I really love a book, and I really love a story, I will be like all up in it. Like I will be so invested reading it. Like I remember at school the next day and I'm reading it at like 2 a.m. and reading this book.
Yeah.
Like,
I didn't read a lot of like series and stuff growing up, but you know, middle school, high school age, like, you know, when you were reading that, I was reading fan fiction. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm just saying. I'm not gonna lie. I have a question. Why do people kind of always apologize for?
I was apologizing.
No, you said I'm sorry. No, you said I'm not gonna lie. Why do people always kind of, not necessarily you, but I'm curious. Why do people always kind of feel like ashamed to admit that they read or write fan fiction?
I think
what's so bad about it?
I think because like I feel like it's, you know, whatever now, but I feel like it was kind of something you just hid from the world because, like, when we were in middle school and high school, it was considered like cringe or.
I mean, I guess. But I mean, I guess. I mean, that makes
I don't
sense.
care. I read One Direction fan fiction. I read all of it.
I mean,
you know, very few of you will know after I read it. Before they was like changed into a book. I'll say it. I don't care. But anyway, I was doing the same thing that you were doing.
Nothing to be ashamed of. Nothing to be ashamed of.
Who said I'm ashamed of it?
You said I don't care. Like, you said it like if it was like defend, like you're defending.
I'm saying I don't care what people think. I don't care.
Got you. I understand what you mean now. I get it. Yeah. Yeah, no, I get what you mean.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know why. I mean, I can say I don't know why. I know why now because you're explaining it a little bit, but I don't know. I guess.
I never cared.
I guess because, like, you know, if you want approval from people, you don't want to be embarrassed, you know, young kid stuff.
Young kid
stuff. So that's just what.
Yeah.
Societal pressure.
Yeah. People just don't
bullying.
People just don't like when people like things. Or like it to a point to read and or write fan fiction.
That's crazy. I never really judged people like because of what they liked in school.
Yeah.
Like the only time I really judged someone is if they were like a Vaporeon type, like, and even then it's because they were being creepy about it. Like somebody who was like, like I kid you not, like I know there's a dude that there's a guy on TikTok, you might have seen him who has a little running skit of being like this overly obsessed nerd that's obsessed with Vaporeon and having romantic relations with Vaporeon and stuff.
Yeah.
I knew a kid like that in my school that was literally like that and was talking, not necessarily with Vaporeon, but like was like sexually attracted to Pokemon and was being a little weird about it. And so I was like, that's the one time I was like, all right, homie. And it wasn't even because I didn't want to be judged by others. It was just like, bruh.
It's like you're doing a little too much. You're kind of creeping me out.
You do you, but for me, I don't know about all that.
Yeah.
My brother. Yeah. I'm like, I'm going to have to just step away from all that. You can have all that. That was me. So, but other than that, man, I don't really care. I feel like people just need a vibe, vibe what you like, you know what I mean?
But, anyway, back to the point.
I was going to bring it back to Percy, but yeah, go ahead.
But, that was... Yeah. I was reading my fan fiction up until 2 a.m. because I was getting that same exact thing. It's like, nah, I can't end the chapter where that is.
Mm-hmm.
Or, I finish one and be like, okay, there's a book too. All right, we're gonna start that. Yeah. Even though it's like 3 a.m, I have to be up in 3 hours.
Yeah. Relatable. Yeah. Absolutely relatable. Yeah, that was me, man. That was me like a lot of the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, to wrap this up so this video's not going on for much longer. It's only 10 after. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. I thought it felt like 10:30. Anyways, thank you guys for joining us on this journey. Yeah. Some of you will stay, some of you will go, some of you will never see this channel again.
Maybe until season 2.
Maybe until season 2. Just because the algorithm sometimes isn't, unless you're interested in whatever is going on the channel thing. So if we never see you again or you never see us again because you're done and you're not interested in any of the other content on the channel, thank you for visiting at least. Thank you for joining us, leaving comments if you have. I appreciate it, seeing every single comment every single week. Book readers for show adaptations tend to be really great communities, depending on what it is, but you guys are awesome. Thank you. And I hope you enjoyed Shan's reactions. We are going to be reacting to at least the first movie for now.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to stick around for that, definitely stick around. It'll be posted within the week of this upload.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind. It'll be up in a decent time frame. But we also do other movie reactions on this channel. We're going to be doing way more much more. Yeah, I should say that's better phrasing. Many more. We'll be doing many more. We do much more.
Grammar wasn't my best.
Grammar is not my best subject either. We will be doing a bunch more, man. We'll be doing a lot more movie reactions. Okay, whatever the correct English is. Don't correct me in the comments. But we'll be doing more, and I hope you guys stick around for that. Yeah. If you have any suggestions for us to react, movies for us to watch, or, book adaptations that are maybe if it's like a short mini series or maybe a movie or something that we haven't seen, just let us know in the comments. Yeah. We like to see all that data. So anyways, thank you so much. Anything else you have to say? Any like thankful words or anything? I don't know.
Congratulatory.
Listen, it's late.
No, like you said, thanks for sticking around, pushing through with us, watching both of our reactions as, book reader, non-book reader.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of fun. Glad you stayed for the ride, and You know, hope you stick around, and if not, maybe we'll see you next season.
May the force be with you. This what Poseidon say? The sea cannot be. The sea can. I gotta get that.
The sea cannot be tamed. I don't know.
Something like that, man. Poseidon, yeah. Anyways, we're wrapping. Hey, thank you so much for watching Clockmaster and
Cosmic Bangs.
Out.